Okay, got some time before the Viking Polaris. Yeah, the Viking Polaris comes through. So, I think I want to take a walk down here to the North Pier Lighthouse. Yeah, it's the Maritime Center and the Army Corps of Engineers building. Gonna have to make it a point to go in there and check it out before I head back. I guess it's got a lot of good local maritime stuff. You know, stuff related to the lake and whatnot. If I'm not mistaken, I think they even have something then in there with, showing a little part of the Edmund Fitzgerald, that, very sadly, sank back in 1975. Yeah, so this year, November 10th, will be, 50 years that ship had sunk. And I really wanted to walk up there and get a picture with the next to the Bayfield. Yeah, it seems like the last couple of days that I've come out here have been at night, so really kind of getting a look at things. Yeah, you can see the Essentia Hospital over there. Boy, that thing is big. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got a little breakwater right there. Yeah, Uncle Harvey's mausoleum sitting right out there just offshore. See one of the stacks from the power plant. Looking up there at the Duluth hillside, see the towers up there. You know, as I'm sitting here walking down toward the lighthouse, just kind of taking a visual note of that hillside over there. Yeah, it does you know, go for miles. I don't know how many miles, but I know it does. It basically follows right along, the edge of the lake, obviously, and will eventually take you up into Canada. Something kind of interesting. One of the local reporters that I follow on another media platform was reporting that I guess it sounds like that they're going to be redoing the South Pier Lighthouse here, I guess, in the near future. I guess when it was originally constructed, they actually had lighthouse, like a lighthouse keeper's quarters on there, but it was never used. So, yeah, that's the way I remember the story being. I mean, could be off a little bit, and if I am, hey, go ahead and comment down below. Yeah, I think if I would have waited any longer for my trip out here, yeah, it definitely would have been colder. And yeah, shipping season, I mean, heck, I remember last year, I want to say it went all the way up until, yeah, end of December, because I remember Bentleyville was going and the PRT was heading out. So, yeah. But obviously, things, I think the tourism season is probably already on the down end of it here, and yeah, it's just yeah, the weather's gonna obviously be changing. So yeah, I wanted to get here before it got too severe. Oh yeah, this is a good view right here. It's funny, living, or I should say working at one point out on the Monterey area, and looking up at the Duluth hillside. This here reminds me so much of like Monterey. I know some people could even say, hey, San Francisco. Yeah, no, San Francisco I think is probably steeper, but I know there's a few spots in Monterey where it's kind of steep and then it's not so much. But yeah, when you kind of look down the side of the hill here, it just so reminds me of like Monterey, like all the way down, toward PG and around the peninsula over there. Very cool. Okay, so we're at 5:35 now. So I think the Polaris will probably getting ready to roll out any time now. $19.09. That would be actually pretty interesting to actually take a look inside there. Kind of interesting sewer cover out here. So that would lead me to believe that there was probably some kind of living quarters in there. Definitely hard to say. Yeah, I just don't know the history enough on really either of these lighthouses, but like I said, the one in the South Pier, yeah, I'm pretty certain. You can just look at it and see how it is much larger. And the thing is when they did construct it, obviously it's always been there, but I'm not sure, like I said, what the history was on any of that. But it's obviously it's not very far, between there and shore. And why it would be that they would want, a groundskeeper on there, because it seems like it, being that it is close enough that they can, easily switch somebody out. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, definitely a lot of history, and yeah, I guess I would just have to look all that up. Yeah, that air is definitely nice and crisp right now. Alright, folks, well, I'll report back here shortly when the Polaris is heading out. Alright, thanks for joining. Waterboy out.